Hey guys, it's Grant Balfour here, ex-pitcher of the Tampa Bay Rays, Oakland Athletics, Minnesota Twins, Milwaukee Brewers, Cincinnati Reds. I just wanted to say you're watching MattieC Sports for You and Me podcast. Enjoy the show. Mattie's got a lot of great things to talk about, wide range of sports. Get on there. Hope to see you guys soon on the show. All right, guys. Take care.
On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch.
Coming in at 320 kilobytes per second, it's time for MattieC Sports for you and me.
All right, MattieC Sports for you and me. Breaking news, I should say. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, welterweight champion in CES the other night at 66. So I had to watch you from the smallest. Well, I had to watch you from my phone, but there was still blood all over the phone. And Cage Titans champion as well. Billy Goff from Connecticut, and I know you're feeling good today, man. How are you?
I'm great. The only thing that hurts is my elbow's a little sore.
I would think so. That was like 9% of your dominance the other night. So you did have a good fight with Batman, or if people don't know, Gary Boletto Jr., who's pretty popular here too. Explain to me like what it feels like. Yeah, I mean, you just won Cage Titans literally at Cage Titans 50, which, this is that right there. It must have felt really good to have two belts now. So how is it you're feeling now after winning these two?
It feels great because it's exactly what I wanted to do. I want to bounce from belt to belt to belt and just keep racking up, basically just accolades for my resume, so that when the UFC, so it just makes the UFC want to call me more. So I'm taking belts from everywhere, and how could you tell me no now?
And quickly too. Like, I'm not saying you came out of nowhere, but you fought your way very quickly to get two belts in a short amount of time, and it's amazing to see where you keep going to, and the fighters you're fighting are not just bums off the street, you know what I mean? Like, you're fighting legit guys who are just as hungry as you, and you're just like, nah, I'm hungrier than you are. So, I mean, CES, you were just an absolute beast. And in the first part, we were a little slow to start, just meaning like you were trying to get used to his style, or was it like you were just getting ready, prepared for what you were about to do, what you've been practicing?
Beginning of the round, he was doing a really good job. He came out with a game plan, and he implemented it well. It worked first in the beginning of the round. We watched it. I back up and push forward all that time.
I can't hear you. Sorry, man.
He was backing up a lot, and he was to get me to push forward, because if you watch my fights, I like to push forward. And my bad. I got somebody just trying to call me. So, I like to push forward. So it was smart. He backed up and he was getting me chasing him. And I was moving into a lot of his punches, and I was jabbing in and I was jabbing out. I was trying to cover a lot of distance. And then my coaches kept yelling, like, stop chasing him. pull back and just stay where you are. And you can watch where it switched up, because then he started having to come forward more. Now my shots are landing more. That's where I got the takedown off of him rushing on a punch. And so it was just, I was biting on his game plan and it was working at first. And I need to be able to recognize that sooner. So I'm not super stoked on that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, those elbows, man, were deadly. Even like just watching it from my point of view, like, you know, I was working, but I was like, I actually watched the fight for you because I was like, oh, I've seen you fight since Cage Titans, bro. I mean, you know, this is why I'm wearing the Cage 50, because you won that one too. That's where you got your belt at, you know? So it was just impressive to see how quickly and how dominant you were this last fight. And I mean, you were around a good card. That card was sick. And then, you know, all the, you know, legends of CES, John Doomsday, and like all those guys up in there. It's just amazing how you were just on this card and like back at Bally's Twin River. I mean, how was that for you? I mean, I know it's not the Hartford Convention Center, but I mean, still worth the ride. Can't hear you, man. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So I wasn't too certain on what to expect because I never fought for CES before and I've never been to Twin Rivers. So I was pretty sure that we were going to be fighting in the room like we did. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it. I didn't know how I was going to look for like people watching, but they did a pretty good job on the cage. I liked it, the room. So that was nice. It was easy to hear my coaches. So that was great. And other than that, it kind of all, the night went pretty quickly. Between the fights, the prep, everything went really fast. And so I had no real complaints with it.
I mean, you fought Gracie at Bellator. You fought Lally. Navis was a good one. I did like your fight against Lally because nobody thought, I mean, a couple people I knew didn't think you were going to win that one. And then you just came out and did your thing. I mean, it seems like you stuck to the game plan, but still like throw that surprise in. And like with the elbow exchange you had last fight, it was just like unreal. Like there was no stopping you and you just kept going until the end. And it was a quick victory. So, I mean, your last couple of fights have only been one rounders, and you know you didn't have to talk to your coaches for that long.
I didn't, and I wasn't even even so. Even all the way back to the Lally fight, like none of those fights I didn't go in with the intention of taking him down. Like my game plan wasn't to take him down, and it wasn't like I was getting outstruck and so I wanted to take it down. It was just, when a takedown presents itself, it's like, I'm not going to give up a takedown. And then it's like, it's a lot. This is the easier path to win. Like I can either get punched in the head for 5 minutes standing, or I can take you down and smash you. It's like, well, yeah, I'm going to take the latter one's going to be easier. It's going to be better for my long-term health. It's better for my career. It's not like I'm avoiding the striking because we're going to strike. But if you give me a takedown, like, I'm going to rip you down. I'm going to put elbows in your mouth.
Well, that you sure did. I mean, I told you there was blood on the camera. It almost seemed like it was coming at me, for God's sake. And, you know, your 3 of your last 5 wins have been in the first round. So, I mean, like you said, you're not planning for that, but it's just happening. So, I mean, where do you go from here? I mean, I know you want, everybody's ultimate goal in MMA is to go to the UFC. I mean, is there any place that, I mean, are you happy where you are at CES? And, you know, you still have Cage Titans as another option, but I mean.
Yeah, no, I want to go to the UFC. I'm just waiting on the call. I'm sure it's coming soon because there's no way that he doesn't know my name. There's no way that he hasn't seen me fight. Like I put on exciting fights, and so I know that my name's being talked about. When is it going to happen? I'm not too certain. Until then, I'm just going to keep. If I can get another belt at a big promotion, I'm going for that. If I defend one of my belts currently against another good opponent, I go that way. Or if Bellator calls me again, that's a bigger stage, bigger paycheck. I'm gonna go that route. So personally, for me, like I always say yes. My coach offers me a fight, I say yes. It's up to him to pick what's the best fight for me. So we'll see what comes in for him, and we'll just go from there. It's gonna probably take to get some type of idea. I don't know how long it's gonna take. It's probably gonna be within a few weeks to a month. So we'll see exactly like what pans out, who calls.
Well, I'm sure I'll be hearing the news late, but it'd be
I'll let you
definitely be
know.
worth
I got
it.
you.
That's good, man. I respect that. That's why I say everybody who's on my show is family. The good thing is that like Connecticut is bringing out MMA fighters like nobody's business. You got a great amount of talent in Connecticut, and I remember, I don't know if you're gonna remember this, but at Cage Titans 50, I told you, I said, look out for this guy from New Britain, Connecticut, Carlos Candelario, and he's fighting on the next UFC fight night. I forget what the date is, at the end of April, and I was like, okay, so the Connecticut guys are definitely coming into the UFC hard, and I'm glad the Northeast is really starting to bring out some talent. And me seeing these guys like you, like Joe Penafiel, like just the list goes on. Like, I mean, Peter Barrett, for instance. I mean, older guys, but they're still fighting, they're still grinding, and I mean, you just stepped out of nowhere, not in a bad way, but you came out of nowhere and you just decided to just destroy anybody that's in your way. And it's really cool that you're doing that. And I don't see why you don't get the call, man. Like you said, I mean, you got 2 belts on your hand, and it's not just something small. Like, you're coming in here and you're ready for vengeance. And you're a nice guy outside the ring, but then when you're in there, it's like you're throwing bows and all that stuff. One thing I got to ask you, when you win the fight, what's the wink, man? Like when you got the quick wink after the victory?
Yeah,
that's a cool thing. It seems like your signature move, like after a victory.
It's something that it's hard because like those type of things, like you either let it happen off the cuff or you got to make like, no, I got to do this every time now. So it's something that I hope I can do often. I think it's a good look. I've been told that I have a good wink. So we'll see if I can keep doing it every time. Sometimes I'll forget though. Well,
it's a good way to stand out for yourself, because some people have the backflip. Some people got the jump over and say whatever they got to say off the octagon. But I'm definitely going to see that in the octagon. I know that. So I would ask you the question, what's next for you? But I know what you're striving for. But I mean, you're perfectly comfortable with probably not MMA. You do that. Bellator, UFC. Would you be going to PFL if you had the chance?
Any big, like anything that's going to advance my career, if it's a bigger, even if it's not the UFC or Bellator, if it's a bigger step, if it's a step up, yeah, absolutely. And if my coach thinks it's the right move, yeah, I'm taking it. So I'm game for anything. If I got to fight for another 2 years before the UFC offers me a deal, all right, I'm just going to get better. And then when I get in there, I'm going to smash them even worse.
And, I know you got a strong team there, so I don't know if you want to thank your team for the help you had in the whole time.
Absolutely.
I see you're training the whole time. So with all them, so if you want to shout them out.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to be anywhere if it wasn't for my team. Like the type of environment they have there. I go to so many other gyms and it's nowhere near the same. And it's not even so much skill or like size or like the dynamic. It's the people there, and it's the environment that it creates. And it's just everybody works hard. Everybody wants to be the best they can be. And everybody's a little aggressive and tough. And that's perfect. And my coach has given me all of these opportunities because of it. And I'm extremely grateful for it, for my teammates, Jake, Austin, Randy, like they pushed me. Brendan Ward's been coming down and training with me. So the gym has been great for me. My jiu-jitsu coach, Kirkor, he's helped my game like so much. Like even my opponent, Gary, I guess he's about to get his black belt. I fought a couple other black belts, and like I'm 100% confident stepping in there with anyone jiu-jitsu wise because my coach is that good. So I owe everything to my teammates.
And you
Here's
guys
one of them right now.
Joe. What's up, man?
What's going on?
Well, congratulations to you and your team to adding another belt to the crew, especially you. You got amazing effort out of there. So shout out to your team. And, hopefully I see you in the UFC or wherever else it may be. But yeah, thank you for your time. And where can everybody follow you at, like social media wise?
On Instagram, Billiam Goff. You can also follow my team's page, Team Dexter Valley Tudo, that has all my teammates on it, and it also puts a lot of my stuff up. So you can watch my journey, my gym's journey. You can also follow me on Facebook, Billy Goff MMA. So yeah, follow me, like, share all my shit. And I appreciate the support.
Yes, Billy. Thank you for coming on the show. Sorry it took till, when was your last time at Cage Titans? November 6th, 2021.
Yeah.
Set up an interview with you now.
All good. Better late than never.
Oh, it's definitely worth the wait because you got 2 belts on your shoulders. So good luck and thank you for joining the show. And we'll probably talk to you again soon, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, man.
Thanks for watching MattieC Sports for you and me. Make sure to follow Matty Cameron on Twitter at MattCameron23 or follow him on Instagram at MattieC23 or subscribe to his YouTube channel, MattieC Sports for you and me. Once again, thanks for watching.